Does any other worldview subscribe to the righteousness of God other than Judeo-Christian worldview, brother?
Actually, no. That's a very good question. That's a very, very good question. No other worldview actually subscribes to the righteousness of God. Okay, Islam subscribes to the sovereignty of God. Okay, but then Allah is so sovereign that He can choose to let anybody who is an offender go scot-free, or because of His sovereignty, He can deny access to somebody who's been a faithful Muslim all his life. And that's why they always, say, Inshallah, if it is the will of God. Allah can do as He pleases. So the idea of sovereignty is very high. It is only in the Judeo-Christian worldview that the idea of God's righteousness is as important as the idea of God's sovereignty, is as important as the idea of God's love and God's mercy, is as important as the idea of God's justice, and as important as the idea of God's anger. All the attributes of the God of the Bible are attributes that are maximal and that are perfect and complete. Okay, and therefore there cannot be any inconsistencies in how we hold these attributes together in tension. So it is only in the Judeo-Christian worldview that God is maximally righteous, and His righteousness demands justice, and His love demands forgiveness, and that is why Jesus is stretched out between love and justice, as it were, on the cross of Calvary. And He happens to be the meeting point or the confluence of these two apparent polar opposites in the nature or attribute of God. And the beauty about the Judeo-Christian faith is not just that it exalts the righteousness of God to a maximal degree, but this righteousness of God is something that we do not have to earn. Whereas all of the other world religions and philosophies and belief systems says you have to do this in order to reach God, Christianity says it's all done for you and you just have to accept it and believe it, which is what is called as faith, and you have access to God's righteousness, not on your merit, but on sola fide.